Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I'm your host Cookie Summer, and today we are doing another house build for the Let's Build Newcrest series. Before we start this video, before I start my commentary, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm once again sorry that I have not put out anything for probably a full week at this point. Because of that, I had some school stuff that really needed to get done this week, and I just really haven't had time to do anything at all, which really stinks. But I mean, I had time. This video was already like filmed. I just didn't have time to edit or do the commentary. So I edited it like 2 days ago, and now the commentary, I'm doing it right now, and it's Saturday night. So I really wanted to get this video up today, but it looks like I'm not going to, and it's going to be up Sunday, which is completely fine with me. But anyway, like I said, sorry for my lack of videos. I'm so sorry, because I really wanted to put up more this week, but I just haven't had time. But anywho, we're just going to go ahead and jump into the video now. As you can see, I'm building a house, and I wanted to go for a family house this time around, because I know that my builds have normally been very small, like for like 1 or 2 people at the most. But I really wanted to do a house for a whole big fat family. Like I wanted it to be like 4+ bedrooms, and I think this house is technically like 4 or 5 bedrooms. I just chose to make some of the bedrooms into like other things, so you'll see later on in the next half of the video that I made 1 bedroom into a into a playroom for the kids, which is really cute. It's super cute, but you can honestly convert that into a bedroom. You don't really need a playroom, but I just thought it would be fun to have. And I also made 1 room into an office that could definitely be a bedroom, but you know, offices are fun too. It just depends on how many Sims you have and how you want it and how you want your house to look. So I did fully furnish this house. I went full out. I even put a couple of custom content items in there as well, so if you look it up, it'll definitely, you have to check the modded box. Yeah, you have to check the modded box, because I did use CC. I used a custom bed because I really did not feel the bed for the master bedroom. I really didn't like it. That master bedroom also could have probably been smaller. I feel like, now that I look back on it, I feel like I should have made a bathroom inside of the master bedroom. That would have totally been fine. And that way you could have 3 bathrooms instead of just 2. But you know, that's something you can honestly just change yourself if you want. You know, it's not that big of a deal. You're more than welcome to change my designs to fit your family's needs. That's completely okay. I just gave you, like, you know, the shell to fix it. But I was actually having a little bit of trouble trying to do the floor plan for this house. I don't know why, but I just really was. I was struggling with the floor plan for the house. And that was really frustrating, because I was like, I don't know how this should look, where this should go, but I think I ended up figuring it out pretty well, and it turned out really nice. But yeah, I was just excited to bring you guys a big family build instead of just, you know, a lame little 1-bedroom house, even though my 1-bedroom houses are cute. But, you know, I thought I'd do something different this time around. And on this lot, I built it on one of the bigger lots over in there's like 2 residential areas in Newcrest, I guess you could say. The one in the corner, which has all the really small lots that are kind of like for starter homes, I would say, and then the other area, which I think of as like a more like high-end area in the back of the Newcrest town. And I built it on a lot back there. And when I built the house, I actually built it sideways, I think. I think I built it sideways. That's really awkward. But I built it sideways just because I like the way it looked better. Because, like, if you see the way the camera is facing now, the house is actually supposed to be pointing outwards instead of, like, where the side of the house is. The front of the house is supposed to be that way. And I did not make it like that because I thought it looked like, to me, it made more sense. Like, I don't know why that's the front of the lot when the side of the lot, I suppose you could call it, is not only bigger, but like it's next to the sidewalk in front of another lot that I don't think is sideways. I don't know, I just felt like the orientation of the lot was really weird. So it kind of sucks that, like, you know, I worked so hard to make the front of the house all beautiful and pretty and whatever, but then when I put it up on the gallery, you can only see from like the side of the picture was from the side of the house, and I was so mad. I was like, wow, all that hard work and all you can see is the side of the house. But I was like, you know what? Oh, well, too late. I basically already, you know, got it. I already did it, so, you know, I'm not gonna change it. But you know, like you said, you guys can change it if you want. That's up to you. But I made this really, really big and beautiful backyard for a family, of course. And I think it's really pretty, but I feel like I had a little bit more space than I knew what to do with. So I think the backyard is a good size, and it's very pretty. It looks good, and I think I did a good job furnishing the backyard. But and you guys will see me doing that in a second after I go through and make the, what is it called? Do like the landscaping. But yeah, I felt like I just had a little bit more room than I knew what to do with, but I filled it up the best I could. And like I said, you can always change it if you're not liking it or feeling it too well. But I don't know, I think I did an okay job. Not the best job, but an okay job at that. And I don't know if I told you guys, but this video is actually split up into 2 parts. So this house has 2 parts. One part is you know, the house building, and then the landscaping, and the backyard, and then also a little bit of the furnishing, not much, like a little bit of the furnishing, like maybe like a little bit into the what is it called, like the foyer area, you know, like when you first walk into the house. I think you guys see a little bit of that, and the kitchen and the dining room, and that may be it. I mean, not the kitchen, yeah, the kitchen and the living room, and I think that may be it for what you see for this video. And then the other video that I'm gonna post, probably not too long after I post this one, I'll probably post it on Monday, maybe. But the other half of this video is actually me furnishing the whole house, and then that's it. And then you guys get the pictures at the end, plus yeah, I think that's it. You just get the pictures at the end, and you will see what the house looks like all together and as one in harmony. So I'm sorry I had to split it into 2 parts. I really didn't want to, but this house took me like 3 days to build, and not because it was like a seriously hard build. It was just that I was having a little bit of trouble just trying to furnish it, because I felt like I knew what I wanted to do in my head, but it wasn't like translating into what I was actually putting down on the house, and that was kind of frustrating me a little bit. So I had to take a step back for a little while until I did it again, and then I finished it in one sitting. And I had to do it in like sections because the videos were so long. It was taking me a while to do, and I really didn't want it to take that long, but for some reason it did. I don't know what was going on with me. Probably just school. You know, school is stressful, but yeah, that's just what happened. You know, school, and then my little blockage I was having. It was very frustrating, and that's why I didn't get it finished in a timely manner like I wanted. But you know, I did the best I could, and I, like I said, sorry that it's 2 parts, but I thought it would be better than having like a 40-minute long video, which is what you guys would have, because both parts are 20 minutes long. So, and that's with me cutting stuff out. But actually, that's not without me cutting stuff out. I'll cut a little bit out, but not a whole lot like I normally do, because I feel like there wasn't much for me to cut out. Like, everything that I recorded was part of the process, and I thought you guys would want to see the process. So I was like, well, I would rather me just put it into 2 parts than me cutting out part of the process. I didn't think that would be fun for you guys. Yeah, but that's it pretty much for this part. I don't really think there's anything else for me to talk about really for this part. I've pretty much told you everything. I'll probably have a lot more to say in the furnishing part, because I just, like, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on in my mind when I furnished it, but this part I don't really have much to say, because, you know, it's basically just, you know, building the shell and whatever, and I already talked about that. So, well, I can talk about the backyard for a second, actually. That's what I'm going to do. So, the backyard, I wanted to make it kid-friendly, but also, like, family-friendly. So, since I wanted this to be a big family home, I thought that, you know, there needs to be something for the kid outside, like you can see the jungle gym, and I wanted a planting area. I thought that would be cute. I really wanted a fire pit. Fire pits are fun for the whole family, and for people who want to have, you know, host parties and stuff like that. And I felt like this was the kind of house to do that at. So there's like a lot of area for you to just sit down and relax and hang out. So I also put a grill area in the back, and then I also do a large seating table that you get with Backyard Stuff Pack. If you haven't got that pack, I definitely suggest it if you want new stuff for your backyard. I think it's a really good pack to have. I really like it. I think that's probably one of the most used packs I have. That and the kids' room stuff, like those 2 packs I use all the time. So I decided to use that large table right there, and then I used a couple of plants and potters from Backyard Stuff Pack. They have some really pretty plants in there, guys. Like, if you don't want to download custom content ones, I would definitely suggest Backyard Stuff Pack. Awesome plants. Awesome. And I stuck a wind chime on the back area right there that you saw, and then I also ended up putting in a hot tub at the last minute. And I think that was fun, along with a couple of seating areas. And for that, instead of using Backyard Stuff Pack like I had been the whole other time, I decided to go ahead and use, what was it? I used outdoor stuff. No, not outdoor stuff. What is it called? Patio stuff. There we go. I used the patio stuff furniture. I really like that furniture with patio stuff. And I also love the hot tubs. Like, who doesn't love hot tubs? But I feel like some of that stuff could have been included in the base game. I don't know. Am I being picky? Well, I guess in The Sims 3, the hot tub wasn't... I don't think the hot tub was included in the base pack, if I'm correct. No, I don't think so. Okay, so hot tubs weren't included. I think they were included with the Nightlife expansion pack, which was the first expansion pack that I ever bought from The Sims, might I add. Because I played The Sims 2, but I was new to The Sims when I played The Sims 2, and I didn't really understand what they were talking about with expansion packs for The Sims 2. I was so confused. It took me forever to figure out how to use expansion packs, because like I bought the base game, right? And then like I was trying to buy the other games, because I was like, oh, so these were like, you know, part of The Sims 2, so I should buy them. And then I tried to put them in my game, and like they never worked, and I could never figure out why. Actually, I think first I actually bought 2 of the expansion packs for The Sims 2, and they wouldn't play, and I was so confused, and I was so angry. I was like, why won't these, you know, they're installed correctly, like why won't they play, and blah blah blah. And then I ended up taking it back to the store, and the man was like, oh, you actually need, like, you don't have like the base game, like you don't have the game that these run off of for The Sims 2. And I was like, I felt really, really dumb. But anywho, it has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, I was a big noob when I was introduced to The Sims 2 by my cousin, by the way, and ever since then I have been playing nonstop The Sims, because I was pretty new to The Sims 2 not when it came out, because I didn't play it when it came out. I started playing with it, I'd like to say like a year before The Sims 3 came out. And then when The Sims 3 came out, I really disliked The Sims 3. I couldn't understand how the open world worked. Like, it was really like confusing and frustrating to me, because, you know, in The Sims 2, when you took your sim to a restaurant, you could be in the restaurant with them and hang out with them and do stuff with them, and, you know, dictate their actions and what happens, and, like, you know, all the other stuff. But then when you got moved to The Sims 3, especially when you just had the base game, and I just had the base game for The Sims 3, because like I said, I was pretty much a noob and I didn't know what was going on, and I got The Sims 3, and then I realized that, like, you know, you can't go into the movie theater with them. Like, they have movie theaters, but you can't go in with them, and they can go out to dinner, but you can't go with them to go to dinner. Like, it was beyond confusing to me how The Sims 3 operated, how, like, some of them were, like, free lots and then other ones weren't. I mean, it's understandable with, you know, trying to figure out how the game works and other things of that nature, and lag and stuff like that, which is probably the number one problem of The Sims 3, which is lag. It, like, it's trying to combat that, but, you know, it's it wasn't the best for me. But then that's when I got into YouTube. I started watching YouTube videos about The Sims 3, and I was completely amazed, and I finally figured out how The Sims 3 worked, and I was able to learn how to play that way. And that's just kind of like my little story about The Sims and how I was introduced to it and how I played. And it's totally not about the house, but, you know, I thought it would be fun to just share with you guys since you're here and all and you're watching my video. But anywho, but yeah, I already finished the backyard. As you can tell, we're into the house now. We're doing the furnishing, part of it at least, and we're doing the kitchen. I thought the kitchen was really gorgeous. I love the colors. I like that color of brown. It's really, really pretty. I went for high-end appliances and pretty cabinets, and I love using cabinets, but half the time, I swear the cabinets don't like me and they don't work. So frustrating, beyond frustrating. I don't know why cabinets are so glitchy. I think probably the kitchen is my least favorite to decorate. And I don't know, I like to decorate the kitchen, but at the same time I don't like to decorate the kitchen because the cabinets can be so glitchy sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't have time for it. But I think the layout of the house flows really well. You go from the entrance to, if you turn to the left, I suppose, you would have the dining room, living room combination, and then straight ahead would be the dining room area with a bar on the side, which is super cute, but we haven't got to that part yet. But with a bar on the side, you'll see it in a minute. And then there's also a kid's bedroom downstairs, a bathroom, and then a office with the computer in it and everything. And it looks really awesome. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Sometimes I think the hardest part about doing a larger family home is figuring out what you're gonna put in it, because it gets really frustrating sometimes to furnish a house that's that big. Like, I can't even imagine doing some of those like mansion builds that some simmers do and furnishing that whole thing. Like, not only is it gonna take so much time, but it's also frustrating in the fact that sometimes you don't even know what to fill a space with, because like you try to fill as much space as possible with nice looking items, but at the same time you don't really have anything. You feel like you don't have anything to put there because you're using the same stuff over and over again. At least that's what it feels like to me. I may be wrong, but I mean, some people might just find it easier than I do, but I know that I've definitely heard some people say that they find it hard to decorate big houses because if it gets repetitive, not only does it get repetitive after a while, but sometimes you don't know how to fill space that's empty. I think that's probably one of the biggest problems that I've had doing this build. The master bedroom was really, really big. That's why I said I could probably put a bathroom in it. And then I was trying to put all these items in it, but at the same time I was like, well, isn't it a little bit too cluttered? Like, is there too much stuff on the wall? Like, you know, sometimes you don't know if you're going overboard or not, and sometimes it feels like you are when you probably really aren't, and it really needs it. But that's just my opinion. But I think the video is actually about to end soon. I actually talked longer than I anticipated. Yeah, it's about to end soon, and I talked longer than I anticipated, but I think I'm going to leave you guys here for this one. Like I said, the part 2 should be out in a day or so. As soon as I get the commentary and I get it rendered, I'm going to render this video first and then render the part 2 next. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed having you here on my channel. If you're not a part of my little tiny family, then you guys should subscribe if you like the video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching, and I appreciate your views. And I also appreciate your comments if you guys would leave some. I appreciate comments, and I appreciate ideas and just, you know, interacting with me. At the end of the video, you'll also see my ending screen, which has my Twitter name on it and my Sims Amino on it. I'm not really as active on Sims Amino as I used to be during the summer because of school, but I'm still extremely active on my Twitter. There's probably like, I would definitely say follow either my Twitter or my Tumblr. My Tumblr is CookieSimmer3 in one big word, because somebody had already taken Cookie Summer, but it's CookieSimmer3, and go on my Tumblr. It has a lot of my custom content on it, including my furniture custom content, like my decor and stuff like that on it as well. So go on there and see if you know, like some of my stuff, or if you guys just want to interact with me and talk. Like, I'm very chill. I would love to talk to you guys on Twitter. I would love to see you guys on my Twitter and just interact with more of you guys. So please follow my Twitter if you want. Like I said, my Twitter name is going to come up on the screen when the video is over, and it'll be over in about a minute or so. So, like I said, If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you are a subscriber, then thank you for following me on this crazy journey we call life and Sims. And also, don't forget give the video a like if you like the video, and also leave comments down below and let me know what you like and what you dislike about the house, how to improve and stuff to that nature, and what you would like to see for the next build. The Sims, the Bridges LP should be up sometime this week as well. I will definitely record it and get it back to you guys. But with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys now, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.